along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races. We went to bleeding races.
Oh, it's back through Cortez!
1962 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Collingwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gunning along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. Tonight is the match preview between Newcastle United against Bournemouth at St James's Park on Saturday. Kick off at 3 o'clock. I've got Tony with us. Hello, Tony. How are we doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, John. You all right, mate?
I'm fine. Not too bad. Just been a busy week this week, to be fair. So, and yeah, how's Sam, Bournemouth fan? Last minute replacement. How are you today, mate?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Not too bad. It's great to see the opposition view as well onto my channel, which is absolutely amazing. Hope to get Brad on in a bit as well. I send the link. Hopefully, it'll come on very, very soon. Hopefully. And guys, if you like the video, like what you see, you know exactly what to do, then please give it a like, give us a subscribe as well if you are new. And also, if you like to super chat, like Pablo was done yesterday, then click on the $sign. And if you like to become a member, it's 99p. And the link is in the description as well. She's on top of the chat. But there you go. I've got one from Bournemouth fan, and he's top guy. He says 2 on the Bournemouth. Even to Leslie, I hope you're okay. And I, John, I, Jack, hope you're okay. 6-0 to Newcastle. They got to Mason, even to you, and even everyone from Tom. People being asked to be in that seats by 2:54 on Saturday for Anthony and Sons, and then sentiments to applaud. Yeah, I've heard that as well, mate. Big up to Gareth as well. I hope you're okay. And even to Bournemouth fan Sam, and also even to Ian McQuillan as well. So we're going to start with the guest first, Sam. And your team got promoted back in the Premier League, and Scott Parker got you there, but he has been sacked. I mean, my opinion, right? I mean, I don't know if you agree. I think he had to go personally, what he did to the chairman, right? And I think it wasn't great. And yeah, what's your season so far? What do you think of Scott Parker? Do you think he deserved to be sacked?
Yeah, so with regards to Scott Parker, I actually agree. At the end of the day, he came out before the season started and said the team wasn't good enough. At the end of the day, you can look at a team and think you haven't quite got a good enough squad in the Premier League, but you don't want to come out as well and put the players down. Because for me personally, I wouldn't want to play for someone that doesn't think I'm good enough. So, and obviously the way he went about it, yeah, the chairman was right to get rid of him. With regards to the performances so far, yes, we lost 9-0 against Liverpool. But other than that, the points we're on now, we were expecting, if not less. So far our season, for me personally, has gone well, considering Parker sacking.
Yeah, and is that a surprise, though? Is that a surprise, Sam, when he sacked him? Is that a big surprise, or not really?
It wasn't a big surprise for me, really. Very early on, that's the only thing you could look at. But wait a couple of times now. I think the time was going to come. It was just a matter of question.
Yeah, we didn't know what it is, right, as well. I mean, it's great to see you back in the Premier League, and hopefully that they stay up this season. But they have spent money. Marcus Tavernier as well from Middlesbrough. And have you been impressed with this guy so far?
Yeah, so for his first game against Aston Villa, he played really well. I was very impressed with him. Obviously, then we played the bigger clubs. He didn't make as much of an impact, but no one really did with regards to scoring and attacking. But yeah, so far so good, I would say, for Marcus Tavernier. I look forward to seeing how he carries on.
Fingers crossed. Got some more comments as well. I've got Nicola, big up to you, Nicola, even to you. I hope you're okay. Big up to Ida Coffee. saying hi to everyone. And Mason's got a question as well for you. I want to ask the Bournemouth fan, Sam, on the news that all that is selling up. Is this true that he's going to sell the club?
So at the moment, yeah, there's rumours going that a USA-based company are going to buy. We knew there was going to be a time again when he would look to do it, and this is the perfect time for him. He's obviously helped us get to where we are now, and I think, yeah, it could be the right time to sell up and get a new owner in and see what more we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, got Leslie as well. Watching the poor smash interview, who looked like Scott Parker knew exactly what he was doing. I think a lot of people are saying that he's only done. I say he wants to sack so he can get his payoff. I could be wrong on that. Yeah, get what you mean, Mason. Thanks, man. And did he get the sack for his post-match interview? For me personally, I say yes. It wasn't the results at all whatsoever, but it's just the way he went on TV. And I don't know what Tony's going to make of it as well. Do you think some say he deserved to go? Do you think he deserved to go? Was it further with 9-0 defeat, or was it further post-press conference he had?
Well, I think the nail was hit on the head when he basically said what he said in the conference after the game, saying about them not being at that level and, criticising things that hadn't been done in transfers. So I think it was the right thing Bournemouth had to do. If you're gonna say something stupid in front of the press like that, it's like I've said in the past, John. If you say something on social media and somebody screenshots it and then you delete it, that's still in the public eye, so that can be shared anywhere. And the same with Scott Parker, that can be put out anywhere in the world. And I think the owners were right to act on that. It is a Newcastle fan looking in, but yeah, you can't do that. And I think trying to think who it is now, but I think Brendan Rodgers has done the same, hasn't he? And I'm surprised he's still in the job, to be honest. But yeah, but maybe he's not on the sack job yet, but he may well get sacked very soon, I think.
I have to agree. I think he will do. Let's be real, because it's the norm now. They're not going to walk away. They're not going to resign. They just want to speak out on national TV. And Brendan Rodgers will be gone before Christmas. These things will carry on at the minute. And I have to agree with you. I mean, look, Gary O'Neill is doing a good job at the minute. He's got you 4 points. Is it 4 points? He got you 4 points?
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, he's done. I think. For me personally, I would let him take the job on for now, carry on as a caretaker. And if he carries on doing well, I'd give him the job for the season.
Fair enough. I think that's good. You've got to give him a chance to see what he does, and he could shock you all. Question to Sam, the tune's been looking good and starting to click. Are you guys worried we could give you or some team this season a good fashion? That's been Matthew Mag9.
So yeah, I think it could definitely be a hard game for us Saturday. At the end of the day, if we're playing well and attacking, we've definitely got a good chance to get a few goals ourselves. But if we play like we have done against teams like Liverpool, then yeah, we could let in a fair few goals. But I think Bournemouth might surprise you on Saturday. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at you could go for the team news in a bit as well. I predicted team news as well, and to line up as well. Big up to Sam if he comes on. Big up to you, Sam. Big up to you, Brad. You okay, man? Yeah. Oh, he's off again. We'll get him on in a minute because he's having problems with his system. Yeah, I mean, that's a good shout. So, how was Sensi settled in? I mean, he came from Feyenoord as well. He's been linked to Napoli previous season for that as well. But he's joined you, Bournemouth as well. How's he settling in?
I think he's definitely going to be a good prospect. Obviously, normally players that come to a new club have time to gel and get used to a new team and the way they play. But he's been chucked straight in the deep end and he's been playing every game. So I think on time he would definitely start performing more and more better. At this point, yeah, it's going to take a few games at least for him to gel with the start of the year compared to what he was before.
Yeah. I think he'll come good. I think he'll really come good, this guy. And if Bournemouth start winning more games, then I think Bournemouth will probably be fine. They're 13th of the minute. Would the new American owners be football fans like Newcastle, Man City, or soccer fans like that Chelsea owner, Tony?
That's the thing. I mean, our owners have bought into the club. They know the club. They know the history of the club. They know the passion of the club. So our owners have already bought into that. Even our chairman from PIF, he's already he was tuned in from day one. That's the thing with PIF, Amanda and the Reuben brothers. They did the homework on Newcastle. Obviously, Amanda knew a bit of Newcastle because she's a North Yorkshire girl.
Yeah.
From Ripon. So, and her father owned Nightwater Valley. So she knows the club anyway. But because our owners actually looked into the history of the club, has made them buy into the club even more. And like with the Reubens as well, I mean, they've got property all over Newcastle anyway. So they already knew how Newcastle was as a club. They know the area, So that's what it boils down to. But you get these owners from America. You get your Todd Bowley, who's bought Chelsea. To be honest with you, does he know how their fans are? Does he know the area of Chelsea? Probably not, John. All he sees as Chelsea is this club that's won a lot of trophies, a couple of Champions Leagues, and thinking, right, okay, I'll buy that club and we can go back to winning trophies again and make more money. That's the same with any of them owners, where at least our owners are passionate, they care about the club, and like I say, they're fans as well as owners. That's the most important part. They are fans as well. You see Yasser, he's in their crowd. He's got his scarf on. The new director who we got from Saudi Golf, he wears his scarf. Amanda has her scarf on. Jamie, Mia, so they're true fans.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it as well, because, they've got the connection and they can connect with fans on social media as well, So, but a lot of these American owners, I just don't buy them, to be honest with you. And some of them probably do good, some of them probably don't. It's just a wait and see. But the likes of Todd Bowley, I mean, he's just the guy. The guy's trying to turn the Premier League already into the American superstars. He wants the best players from the north to play the best players in the south. Well, that is ridiculous, and it's never going to happen. I'm sorry. But you might do that sort of thing back in the States, and it might be a big thing over there, but it's not here. Like the MLS, they have a playoff to see who wins the MLS. To me, at the end of the day, you finish top of the table, you're champions. That's how it should be. You shouldn't have to have a playoff to see who's going to be the champions of the MLS. You know what I mean? So no, I mean, there is probably some good eggs out there, American owners, but some of them, likes of Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea, not so good. But I suppose they've just got to live and learn by their mistakes. I suppose. Like I say, I live in Suffolk, so local news was on tonight. There, Norwich have announced a new member in their boardroom, an American sports shares into them, a billionaire. So Norwich have got American in their boardroom now, but depends what he wants to do as well. Let's hope he's not going down the Todd Bowley route of saying let's have North play in South.
That just goes to show that these Americans don't know anything about football, simple as that, and it's just ridiculous. Hicks and Gillett, Hicks and Gillett, they knew not about football. They're absolutely clueless. They knew to look up from the wall, and I tell you something. Their fans were not happy at all whatsoever. Nicola, big up to Nicola. I think Newcastle are playing really well this season. Even when we don't win, we make the other team fight for their points. Big up to Craig, by the way, I was on this channel yesterday. Evening, John, Tony, of course, our own Super Sam. And Baz just joined us. Well, we get on to in just a few minutes. So I just cannot see anything other than a win for Newcastle on Saturday. We've been done over and so unlucky. The win was way past due. Oh, I have to agree with you, man. Totally agree. How will Bournemouth look to play against Newcastle? And what are Bournemouth's weaknesses right now, Sam?
So our weakness is obviously letting in goals. When we were in the Premier League last time, Bournemouth were probably well known for our attacking football. We would score a lot of goals, but then we would also let in a lot of goals. And again, this year against the bigger clubs, we have struggled to let in at least, one or two. We're letting in 4, 3, 5, and obviously, as you saw, 9. So, yeah, I definitely think the defence will be the weakness. But I do think won't be as everyone thinks. I think we will give you a good game on Saturday.
Yeah, let's hope that's the case. Do you think he's going to play 4-3-3, or is he going to go back 3, or?
Well, yeah. So he has started with 4, but then he has changed it to 3 at half time, and it's worked out better. So I think he may start the 3 at the back, but he could go with a 4.
Yeah. Fair enough. I still cannot forget the photos of Makashi took first to all Newcastle and was celebrating with the fans in Newcastle shirts during the match. The beginning of 14 years of horror. You're absolutely right. Totally agree there. Tom said the difference in US sports, they don't have a national team. And Gavin said, I'm confident Newcastle will win, but I think Bournemouth won't be pushovers. We'll find it hard to find a chairman as good as Maxim, but we have to live in hope. It's a Qatari billionaire who wants the project. You know what? If you do get one there, Craig, if he's a billionaire and you got a project, then good luck to you, my guy, because at the end of the day, if you want change, I hope it works out for you. There's no chance of North versus South soccer match. Managers won't want players for team mixing, and there's also way too many games. Klopp will have a meltdown. You know what? Not the guy I like, but at the end of the day, right, it's not going to happen, mate. It's not going to happen at all. And Nicola speaking to I Like Coffee. Brad, good evening to you, man. How are you doing? You good?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm okay.
Sorry to leave you in lurch, and welcome back as well after a couple of weeks, by the way. Talked about Scott Parker. Got sacked from Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago, and Bournemouth has slightly improved, in my opinion. 4 points the last 2 games. Do you think Scott Parker was right to get the sack?
I probably think so because of the comments that he made, and he's just wasn't really the comments you would expect to see. I thought he would have came out and said, although he's maybe not had the transfer window that he wanted, he was still going to get behind the players and they'll do the best they possibly can to try and stay up. But obviously he went the opposite of that, so I think from that the owners did the right thing just to get rid of him at that point, which is a bit of a shame for him because his comments are probably what's the reason that he's got the sack. So
fair enough. Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? I mean, he's either doing that, either back him or sack him, basically.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they decide to sack him because they probably think he wasn't the man to take Bournemouth forward at all whatsoever. I was surprised when Jefferson Lerma said to Bournemouth, it shows the contentment of a style of a player like him. That's amazing. Look, I like Jefferson Lerma. I think he's a damn good player, sort of thing. Sam, do you agree? I think he's a decent player.
I definitely agree. At the beginning, obviously, we put that centre back a couple of times as well, but he's now going back to more than the best. I like him. We treat him as a local man as well. We love him. No, I'm really glad he has stayed, and I hope he continue to does.
Yeah, absolutely. Commitment, apologies, that's fine, Mason. Big up to Static. Hope you're okay, mate. Not just sitting wonder who they will switch places with this time. That'd be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, and I was just going to bring this up, right? I mean, our prediction lineups as well. I'm going to share the screen, right? And I'll start with you, Tony, if that's okay. And this is what we reckoned that we're going to go with. If I can just get that up a second. We're going to go 4-3-3. Bournemouth's going to go with a 4-4-2. And we just got to hope that Bruno's fit. ASM is fit. Rumours being that he's not going to play. And Callum Wilson, I just don't think he's going to make it. Tony, what do you think of that squad, mate? That's a prediction team that I believe we could go with.
I'm not I think we'll go with the formation, John, but I'm going to differ with you on this one because I've actually got a formation lined up, which I'll share on screen later and show you. I don't think Maxi will be playing on Saturday. I think he's injured still. He's not been seen in training, apparently. My guess, well, on my formation, which obviously I'll put up later on, but on my team lineup, I've got Anderson starting on the left because I don't want to see Fraser on the left because I think he was terrible against Palace. I don't want to see Murphy in that team because he's absolutely crap as well, to be honest with you, John. And I know a lot of people are a bit like, oh, well, don't start Anderson. Well, I'm sorry, the guy's got to start somewhere and start learning his trade in the Premier League. He's had a few sub appearances now. Let's give the guy a go from the start. Even if he only lasts 60 minutes and then put Fraser on for the last half hour, does it really matter? You know, at the end of the day, just give the lad a go. Because if Maxi's not fit, that's the only alternative I can see is putting Anderson on the left. Fraser's just not had his best this season at the moment. And I know Fraser plays well on the left as well because when he played at Bournemouth under Eddie Howe, he played on the left a lot. So I just don't know what's happening with Ryan Fraser at the moment. But I would go with Anderson on the left. And, you know, you look at Man City, they played Foden on a few sub appearances and then starts them, you know. If other teams aren't frightened to throw a youngster in from the start, then we shouldn't be either, John, you know. I get a lot of people saying, oh, well, we shouldn't start he shouldn't be starting the game, but why not? If you're good enough, start the game. That's exactly my opinion. If you're good enough to play, you should be starting as far as I'm concerned.
100%. It's exactly as that. I mean, we need to get Bruno into the game because Sean Longstaff, don't get us wrong. I mean, he's done okay, but he hasn't been brilliant, to be fair. I mean, everyone's saying, oh, we just done a wonderful pass to Isak. I hope Isak starts scoring goals, by the way. I mean, don't miss those chances again. I've got some more comments. Any news on Bruno ASM? Not me. Have been training. Thought they won serious injuries and would only be out for a couple of weeks. Well, I know ASM might not be playing. I hope Bruno makes it as well. I really do. Face on the left. No, I hope that's not the case. I've had a horrible few days, but I'm okay. I hope you are well too. Start to get well soon, mate. And I'm absolutely fine. I hope you get better very, very soon, mate. This will be a good game. Hoping Newcastle can keep the positive momentum going. We need to win games. And who's that on? I don't know who she is anyway. Get well soon. I'm not good. I nearly fell for it as well, but it's true. It's not there, but that's why Mick's on the meet. Get well soon. He's young, but Anderson is playing way, way better than what's ahead of it. I have to agree, Paul. It's been brilliant. Ideal game for Anderson. Should start more. Agree with Tony. Murphy is championship quality at the best. Tony, do you want to get your team out, mate? If I get rid of this one, mate, I think yours is a bit better.
What, mine? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll remove that one, mate. And while he does that, we go with you, Sam. About your formation. How do you think your formation? Who do you expect to? I'll start again. Who do you expect to watch for your team? Who's your danger man for your team? And also, what formation you're going to go with?
So, yeah, the danger man, of course, will be Solanke. I think Keith Moore start on the bench, but he'll definitely be also another danger man that we'll just bring on. Formation-wise, I think we may go for a free group of wing-backs and so 3-5-1-1 as such. We'd probably have Zamora on one side, and maybe because we have been using Taverner there as well, he could even play there for a bit. But he'd probably have Zamora and Smith there with the three centre backs. Definitely Jefferson Lerma and Lewis Cook for future, and of course Ryan Christie. So yeah, I think we start with the three at the back, but he may put four.
Yeah, cool well be. And next one's going to be Brad. Excuse me. Who would you like to see on Saturday? And would you? I know you're going to go 4-3-3, but would you like to see Elliot Anderson start the game on Saturday?
Yeah, that's a team I would like to go with. I Anderson, it'd be good for him to start because he deserves it. Be nice to see Bruno back into the team. It's just a bit of a shame about Maxi possibly it being a bit worse than maybe what they've said at the start. It was only meant to be a game or two, but now it looks like it could be like 4 or 5. So that's a bit concerning. But apart from that, I think that's the best team we can go with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah.
Brilliant stuff. I mean, for me, the back four takes care for himself. I hope Bruno does play. If he doesn't play, then I just got a feeling that Sean Lonsaf's going to play in place of Bruno. Willockers play, Joe Linton will play, and the front three, I have to agree with Tony. I think Elliot Anderson should start the game first. It's a perfect game for him. Almiron's playing really well, and Isak as well. For me, if he gets a couple of goals in, then we're starting to see that hefty price tag, 63 million quid, but he's worth every single penny. And he's only young, he's 22 years old. And I'll go with Sam. Which players would you love to take at Bournemouth? Give us 3 players you'd love to take from our place at Bournemouth.
So yeah, definitely when I saw you sign that Isaac, he's definitely a good signing for you. With regards to the 11 up there, obviously Bruno, he looks an incredible player. And then I would probably also take Kieran Trippier. I've always liked Kieran Trippier, so I think I can have a good signing for you.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to did I read Gareth as well? Yeah, I did. And we're going to read this Tobias as well. Big up to Tobias in the chat, by the way. Bournemouth should be respected. They have more Premier League wins than Newcastle. That's from Tobias. Yeah, I have to agree. We do respect teams, you know what I mean? If they come and put on a show, and let's be real, well done to Bournemouth for getting promoted last season, man. They've done all right. Anderson could bring us some creativity over Fraser. Which players would John, Tony, and Brad take from Bournemouth? For me, I'd take Lerma. I think he's a decent defender. I really do think that. But other than that, guys, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not either, John. Lerma. I don't know. Maybe Billing. I don't know. He's not. You know. But other than that, I don't really know. To be honest, John. I mean, I know we were linked with Lloyd Kelly, but I'm not sure if he's Premier League standard. But he's then had a bad season to start, hasn't he? With obviously Scott Parker, but who knows? He may come into his own this season. But in regards to the lineup I've put up on screen, that's the lineup that I could come up with. That was the best lineup we would have for Saturday, because thinking that obviously Maxi's out. So I mean, there's been a couple of rumours Bruno's been spotted in training. And they're saying we're going to make a late call on Bruno on Saturday. Now I think that's a bit of gamesmanship, because I think what they're doing is they don't want to let Bournemouth know that Bruno's fit for Saturday, keep them guessing, because that way, if you say Bruno's fit now, that gives Bournemouth a chance to sort their formation out for Saturday to try and stop Bruno. Where if they don't know if he's playing or not, they're going to be guessing right until 2 o'clock when the team sheets are swapped over. And so I think that's a good move on our part to say there's a late call on Bruno. I expect Bruno will be fit and playing on Saturday. You know, he had that extra week to recover now. So, and you know, and with Maxi, he could be back after the international break. You know, we've got that 2-week break after this game. So Maxi's got a couple of weeks to get himself fit and ready. But for the Fulham game, maybe. If that Fulham game's too early, then it'll be the game after. But that's the team I would go with, John. You know, Anderson out here on the left, and you know, Almiron on your right. Play Willikers to the right of the 3 in the midfield, and Joe Linton on the left.
Yeah. Because
if you think when Joe Linton played at Hoffenheim, he played more on the left. He was never a striker. That was one thing. He was never a striker. So why we even brought him in as a striker, I still don't get that one, to be fair. And you know, One thing I do want to say though, John, is because I can't understand this now. Matt Target has played some good games for us, not only just on loan last season, but he's done all right this season. I know he had a couple of games out with injury. What I want to know is why Gareth Southgate has decided to put Luke Shaw in the England team, who hasn't played at all this season.
I don't get it.
Target has played so well for us. Why can't he get in the England team? You know, no disrespect to, you know, Luke Shaw, but Target's played more than what Luke Shaw has this season. And these games against Germany and Italy, I know that Nations League games, and I know he wants to win them because he doesn't want to get relegated. But why not put Target in there and give him a go? You know, it's just beggars belief why he's not in that team. And I heard somebody today saying, "Oh, Ramsdale start as number one." I thought, "I'll bloody hope not, because Pope deserves number one. He's the top keeper in the Premier League at the moment."
Facts. Totally agree, Tony, man. Totally agree. Back on the Luke Shaw, he hardly played. He hardly played at all, right? And I'm thinking, whoa, hang on a minute. He hardly played. Matt Target has been playing really well. Not only that, I mean, Gareth Southgate once said he only picked players on form. Am I correct?
That's right, John. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. But, you know, Gareth Southgate's got his favourites, John. I mean, Harry Maguire as well. How's he getting in the team?
Correct.
But I did say, though, but the thing with Maguire is, and I will give Maguire the credit this side of it, and I think a lot of other people agree with this, but if you watch Maguire, when he plays for England, he looks outstanding for England, but when he's playing back at Man United, he looks absolutely dog poop.
Agree.
And, you know, sometimes it's like when a player's playing for this club and looks so good, but plays for his country and can't do it. Maguire's the opposite way. Doesn't play well for his club, but plays outstanding for his country. It's like with Lionel Messi, put him in the World Cup. He's absolutely diabolical in the World Cup, John. I mean, I'm not being funny. Yes, he's a good player. But I've watched the last couple of World Cups and I thought Messi just is not very good at all. He can't cut it. But, you know, put him in Copa America and he plays out of his skin because you're playing against South American teams that, you know, like Bolivia and things like that you can roll over easily. I don't know what you think, John.
Do you know what it is, right? I've seen a couple of years ago, right? I've seen people saying that Lionel Messi is better than Diego Maradona. I've never heard so much rubbish in my life. Messi, great, and different generations, right? But Diego Maradona has won the World Cup. Lionel Messi hasn't. That is the difference, yeah? And people saying, Messi's better than Maradona. Really? Maradona single-handedly won the World Cup in 1986, right? That player was absolutely world-class, outstanding. Maradona goes way above Lionel Messi, 100%, yeah? So I don't want people coming with us and say, Messi's better than Maradona. I don't want to hear it because I know people's got opinions, but for me, Maradona all day long. He single-carried Napoli as well, winning 2 Serie A titles, Europe win, and a Coppa Italia as well. That guy has changed everything at Napoli. Everyone say, what's he going to Napoli for? Yeah? Wrong move. No. Because he wants to put Napoli back on the footballing map, and he's done it single-handed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, okay, John, you see, single-handedly won that cup. Yes, he did, because he bloody cheated against England. That's why he single-handedly won it. Yeah, supposedly a hand of God. Yeah. That was never a hand of God. That was the hand of a cheat. Man.
Yes.
And I mean, his second goal against England, John, don't take that away from him. What a tremendous goal. One of the best goals I've ever seen in the World Cup. But I'll tell you now, the man went down in my estimation when he cheated. And, you know, everybody saw that. And then, obviously, he got rightfully chucked out the 94 World Cup because he was high on drugs.
Absolutely. Totally agree. I'm with you, man. I mean, what he did, that cheating, my God, that was shocking. At first, I thought he won a header. I want to watch it back again. I thought, no, he used a hand. Joke. Less about Diego, by the way. Less about him. Do you think we saw Wilson next season? The only reason being his injury seems to be more common now. 3 games in, and he's out 4 weeks. They might look to replace. We're going to chat about it another time, Paul. We're definitely going to chat about that subject another time, by the way. And do it closer to the time. And Annie. Hello. Tony's your number one fan, by the way. And He's a one-up merchant. He does it all the time. To be fair, Newcastle will probably have the hardest start out to everybody with the teams we have cleared, man. Yeah, see your point there, Paul. They were probably preparing the fans for Bruno on the offhand he starts. Yeah, I definitely take Sven to short our defence. Bruno, because he's quality, and probably Isak looking for 100 mil down the back of the sofa. So far, 3. Fair enough. I mean, Sancho's in form, and he can't even get in. But love Charles Mason Mount who's been poor. He's been absolutely poor this season as well. Yes, he cheated. Yes, I get that. But take that away. That guy is amazing. In the North versus South teams, almost all the players chosen by media for Man City, Man United, and Liverpool. Yeah, I agree for the Northern team. Single-handedly because of his hand. And got one here from I Like Coffee. Sean Maguire over target of Burn for England. Just sums it up, done it. Sums it up. Big up to NUFC, great guy. And to Tom, to Ensa as well. Big up to Foxy as well, our South American correspondent as well. Yeah, Sam, I mean, you say you're going to play quarterback in. He said about Gary Neal, saying that he's going to be, he's done a good job in a minute. Can you actually see him being long term, or are they looking for someone?
Well, as far as I'm aware, obviously there's a few rumours. Like the favourite at the moment, Sean Dice.
All right.
Bournemouth have been in the past. I would definitely say for now they're keeping Gary O'Neill, and they could be looking at other potential contenders at this point. Because O'Neill's doing all right at the moment, they're probably just going to keep him there for now. And if he continues on and they don't find the right candidate, then I could see him maybe being in for the season. But who knows who could come up tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. And Brad, touch on England as well. Ivan Toney, England squad, England team, well deserved. Does he deserve being an England team? Because I tell you something, I like Ivan Toney.
Yeah, 100%.
What a great player.
Yeah, great start of the season. So definitely deserves the opportunity to see how he's going to perform for England. And yeah, fair play to the guy, because he's banged in a fair few goals and a hat-trick this season. So yeah, hats off to him, and hopefully he's going to be someone from England who can give us something different.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you realise, guys, that Ivan Toney is the first Brentford player to play for an England shirt? Wait for it, 83 years.
Mental.
83 years.
Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. And I tell you what, he's having a brilliant season. I know some of our fan base as well saying that we want to have Ivan Toney back. I tell you what, I would. I'd take him back. We want a young strike coming. Get this guy in. Big up to Thomas, by the way. Hope you're okay, mate. Maguire and Shaw are the only 2 Man U players in the England team. And guess what? Shaw hasn't played at all whatsoever. Maguire, like Tony said, hasn't. It's been pants for me. Guys, if you like the video, like what you see, people, anyone watching the chat, please hit the like button. And if you like the channel, like what you see, then click on the subscribe button after hitting that subscribe button. And if you like to super chat or send a kind donation, then you know exactly what to do. Just click on the $sign and just give what the channel's worth. And if you like to become a member, it's just 99p for becoming a member. And you'll be entered into competitions as well, which I'll hopefully going to do another one very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So, yeah, I mean, if you look at it, right, I mean, where do you expect finish? Where do you expect Bournemouth to finish next season, Sam? I mean, if you were to, obviously, you're a Bournemouth fan, what do you think?
What, the season we're in now or next season?
Yeah, this season coming. Where would you be happy? Where would you happy finish next season as a Bournemouth, as a club?
At the end of the day, I'd be happy for us to finish 17th. Just to be in the Premier League and continue on would be great. Yeah, I definitely think we'd be in the lower half, of course. But yeah, if we could get 12th, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant for a club like Bournemouth. Whoever keeps it takes to the 12th. Good luck to you. And touching on that as well, all right, we're not touching that. We're going to talk about Eddie Howe. I mean, you had him for a long time, and he is an absolute god at the Vitality Stadium, right? I mean, what are your magic moments with Eddie Howe? What are your magic moments of him?
Magic moments. So one of the main ones in the Premier League was when we were 3-1 down against Liverpool. He brought Ryan Fraser on, funny enough. He made a massive impact for us. we went on to win 4-3. That was one of the bigger ones in the Premier League. But I've had many over the years. As a player, obviously, when he played for us, and then when he became manager, when he kept us up in League Two, and then took us up from League Two to League One, then from League One to Championship to Premier League. So many memories with him.
Yeah, I mean, is he still popular at Bournemouth? I'm sure. I spoke to Craig last week, and Craig said he's going to get a fantastic reception for the Bournemouth fans when he step onto the pitch on Saturday.
Yes, he definitely will. He definitely will. He's got us to where we are today at the end of the day, and he will always be loved here at Bournemouth no matter what.
Brilliant stuff. Got one. I think Foxy's Tony. I think Foxy's disagreeing with you, mate. He's basically saying about Joe Linton. Don't understand how fans can see it. Why do we play him as a centre forward? He started his career as Recife in Brazil as a centre forward. Austria, a majority of Hoffenheim see him as a centre forward as well. But he did play on the left side of the three. So, what's your response to that, Tony?
Well, yeah, I mean, but obviously his goal scoring record isn't great though. I mean, even if you look back in Germany and Austria, it wasn't that great, to be fair. Obviously, I don't know what his goal scoring record was like back in Brazil. Maybe that's why Hoffenheim bought him, because his goal scoring record in Brazil was probably maybe second to none. I don't know. You know, I'm only going on with what I've seen, and you know. And things that I've seen, he used to play on the left, but maybe he played on the left of a three at the front. I don't know, but yeah, like I say, I haven't seen his goal scoring record for Brazil, so I can't comment on that one, unfortunately. And touching on your Eddie Howe thing, I was just going to ask Sam something similar about Eddie Howe.
Go for it.
Obviously, I was going to say, well, obviously the fans will give him a good reception, because at the end of the day, you know, he got Bournemouth from basically going out the league, kept them up, not only kept them up, but got them promoted, as you say, through the leagues, and you got up to the Premier League eventually, and he kept you up in the Premier League for a few years as well.
That's it, yeah.
And also, what I was going to say to you was, how are you feeling the job that he's now doing at Newcastle? Is he a totally different manager now to what you had when he was at Bournemouth?
At the moment, yeah, what he's done at Newcastle so far, I think he's doing really well. Because a lot of critics said obviously when you got the Saudi owners in, that he may not necessarily stay there long. But I think he will continue on to do really well. And yeah, obviously, especially when you said about Bruno, that he always used to go to Bournemouth quite a lot. So there'd be, like, for example, when we had Callum Wilson, if he had a knock, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm not too sure he's going to play," but then he always turns up to play. So I reckon, Bruno will definitely play Saturday. He's just doing like he used to do at Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's good at that. He keeps his cards close to his chest, does Eddie Howe.
Yes.
Obviously, I mean, the thing is, when you look back at your season, you went down. I think, didn't you go down because of that ghost goal with between Villa and Sheffield United, where the technology wasn't working that day on the goal line. So obviously that season you got the rub of the green against you, and you obviously got relegated.
Yeah.
Do you think it was right that Eddie Howe went then, or do you think you wish you had kept him on?
At the end of the day, I think he had done absolutely everything he could for the club. The change room was lost a bit during that season. So obviously, that goal did cost us big time. And there was an early game that year as well with VAR that didn't help us. But yeah, I definitely think at that point in time, it was a good time to have a new change to see, because sometimes with Eddie Howe, he didn't have a plan B with us. And yeah, I think it was best at that time for him to move on.
Yeah, very true. I mean, he did well. I mean, considering after he left us, he didn't actually just sit back and do nothing. He actually went round the continent to different managers and learned stuff off them, you know. And I think that's probably made him a better manager. And, you know, maybe a lot more young managers out there who do, you know, when they do lose their jobs or leave their clubs, maybe if they're taking a bit of time out, maybe need to do the same. And, you know, it's look what's done for Eddie Howe. It's made him a better manager than he previously was, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely agree. At the end of the day, I think for a fact one day he will be the England manager. I reckon.
Yeah, not just yet.
Not just yet. Not just yet. No, not yet. That's not
for a little while yet, but yeah, he's definitely one for the future for England.
No, not yet. I tell you what, though, the only time he can go to England when we get Diego Simeone as our next manager. That's what's going to happen, right?
John will be playing too defensive with Simeone, though, won't we?
What's he won, though? He's won.
Yeah, I know, John. Yeah,
you know what I mean, don't you?
I'm just pulling your leg, John.
I know. I know. Tell you what, though, too defensive. That's the thing. It's too well. Pieces to you know what I mean. That's another day. And Tony, I'll put this manager, mate. I think you do a good job as well, man. Listen, I got one from Craig. So have I missed one from Craig? No, I haven't. Imagine memories of Eddie at Bournemouth. How long have you got? It'd be a lengthy book. Wow. Be nice, wouldn't it? John, I'm not going to read that, by the way. I'm nearly full for that. I ain't going to have any time soon. Make of what you will. Performance were, of course, from the start. I have to take over from Jimmy Quinn. Man 17, lead 2 points. We were heading through the league. We survived and then took us through the leagues. And Jordan never scored double figures in the league. I think that's why Hoffenheim started moving him more of second striker and an odd game out wide. He's never been prolific forward. That is the thing. I think the Braca is left out and Man United Europa team and might be fourth choice keeper. Brad, what do you make of that statement he did yesterday, right, as an open letter? And then saying that Michael shows interest in survival, yeah? I think now, in my opinion, I think he's missing out here altogether.
Yeah, I mean, the comments the gist of the comments that he said, it was probably a bit unfair in a way because, you know, Rafa brought him out from the Czech Republic, so he wasn't even the first choice keeper there, I don't think. And yeah, we were struggling as a team and we didn't have the best squad, but he came in and done well for us. We were never at that moment, or the years that he was here, we were never going to be challenging up the top. You know, he was well aware of that, and we were all aware, unfortunately. But you know, but he'd still done really well for us, so I don't see why you need to say that. You know what I mean? He's obviously now looking for United, but it seems like for one reason or another, he's not even starting the games in Europe for them. So, which is a bit strange. But you know, at the end of the day, I think he's still only on loan for us as well. He's probably be a bit more respectful, but yeah, he was a good goalkeeper for us, and you know, end of the day, he won us a lot of points, and probably be one of the key people who kept us up in the league for 2 or 3 seasons. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame to see it go that way, but you never know.
That is the thing. I mean, he first done me out, didn't he, Tony? And we spoke about this yesterday on the fans forum. He's better stomach out as well. And when you do that at a club like us, then I mean, look, I wish him all the best at United. Look, I'm not gonna have a bad word about him, by the way, but I'm sure other fans in the chat or on social media are gonna dig him out as well, Tony, for what he's saying. I mean, do you think he's right? I mean, I know the first bit I agree, but the second time. What can I say?
Well, the thing is, John, I mean, obviously he's been left out the whole team tonight. He's not even been on the bench tonight for Man United. You know, I agree with what Brad was saying about him as well. He knew what this club was all about when he joined. He came in on loan initially, and then it was made permanent in the summer. You know, the £4 million move from Sparta Prague. Now, the thing is, though, he knew the situation. Rafa wouldn't have lied to him and said, oh, no, we're going to go and win the league or we're going to finish in the top 6 or whatever. Because Rafa Benitez didn't like Ashley because he wouldn't give him the money to spend on players. That is why he left. That's why he left at the end of his contract, you know. So Dubravka knew what he was coming into. He knew that we were just there to survive. We wanted, you know, it was like what Alan St. Maximin said a couple of seasons ago. If this is the way the club's go, I think it was the season before the takeover. So the start of that season before we played West Ham when we got beat 4-2 at home. Alan St. Maximin said, look, I've got ambitions, but the ambition that I haven't got is this club that wants to finish 17th every season. He says, if that's the only ambition I've got, I need to move on and haven't been an ambitious club that want to win things. Now, Dubravka to come out and say stuff like this after he's moved, yes, okay, he might have liked where he was, but then to come out and say all this stuff like, oh, well, you know, we weren't, you know, the club wasn't going to win anything and, you know, we weren't going anywhere. But now I've gone to a bigger club who wants to win things and who's going to challenge for trophies and all this. And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. Man United have won nothing for a while. You know, they're not that great. I mean, they lost the Europa League final last season or the season before, you know, so against Villarreal last season on penalties. You know, so how can he say that he's going to a club that's winning trophies? If he was wanting to win a trophy that badly, then he spat his dummy out and left the club that where he could win a trophy, which is with us. But you know what? I mean, I'm not gonna call him because he's been a great servant to us. But now, John, I do not want him back at this club. He cannot set foot back in this club no more now, because I think now he's burnt his bridges now. And at the end of the day, I think if he doesn't join them in the summer, he'll go elsewhere. And that's exactly what I think will happen. We don't need him, John. I know we've got Darlow, who's out injured at the moment, as backup, but we've got Karius in now as backup. But to be honest with you, I would say with Dubravka, cut all ties with him next summer, get another keeper in who can push Pope, who's got competition behind him. Someone like Albin Lafont. A bit of competition there, John. And you know what? Let's see what happens. But with Dubravka, I'm sorry, I've got no sympathy for him. It's going down the road of another Jermaine Genius when Jermaine Genius says, I don't want to be at Newcastle no more because I don't like living in a goldfish bowl.
Well said, well said, well said. Or Alex Miret for Napoli as well. I take him up next summer as well. That keeper is destined for the very top. And I like that keeper. Couple of great saves against Rangers yesterday. Amazing. Let's go on to the next comment as well. Jag, thank you very much for coming a member, my guy. I really appreciate that. Thanks very much indeed. Any competition we do, you'll be in the draw as well. Thank you so much indeed. Big up to Tom, by the way. Yeah? Do you reckon we're overpaying for the 15-year-old kid from Sunderland this week? I've never seen them play it and haven't watched them at all whatsoever, so I can't see it. We've been linked to him, by the way. I think we should back Eddie. He is the man. Nick, thank you very much indeed. Tom, rated shocking. Spot on Tony from Nick Gaz as well. Spitting facts. Tony, do you need some new blinds? Got some cracking deals for these.
No, I don't need new blinds. They've just opened, that's all, because it's warm outside still, and I've just got the window open, that's all. So I definitely don't need new blinds. These are brand new, actually.
Yes. Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Get some, what do you call, like, green screen as well, man. But listen, it looks good. The background looks good anyway, my guy. I get Martin wanted to play more, but he can't say Newcastle don't want to win anything. I honestly believe this is the beginning of our comeback. I think Nicholas, right there, Sam. I know as a Bournemouth fan from in, right? But I think Nicholas, right, because we're going to win a title before Man United. We're going to win a trophy before Man United. I can see that coming. And on tour the 15th, where we played them, yes, they improved a lot, but we should not be scared of them at all whatsoever at Old Trafford, because that stadium now is not as daunting as it used to be.
It's not at all. I definitely think, yeah, Nicola's totally right. I think definitely for this top 10, I hope he can push for Europa at least. And yeah, definitely at Old Trafford, anyone could go win there. Brighton win there. Norwich have won there. I think everyone can win at United now. It's not the theatre of dreams it used to be.
Yeah, if we can defend, all we got to do is defend properly. I'll be on holiday in Turkey on my first year, so I'll probably watch it there, sort of thing. It's just a shame I can't do a watch along live from Turkey, but Todd's going to cover me shoes as well. And yeah, what about you, Brad? Do you think you should be scared of United now?
No, don't think so. I think we're well equipped as a team to be able to have a go at them, and there's no reason why we shouldn't. And there's no reason why we need to give them overly respect them and play in a different way. We just play how we normally do and have a go at them, they'll probably improve now and they'll probably do okay this season, but let's be honest, they're not like a Man City or intensity of that level, so it's certainly not. So, and no, we on our day we can take any team on. We're not afraid to do that. So we should be like that with any team, not just Manchester United, but anyone we play, we should be confident in going into it and just play our own game, and we can cause any team a lot of troubles.
I have to agree. But we give anyone at home a cracking game. Since Eddie now took over, we've only lost 2 home games under him, I quite believe. Would Sam, I think you discussed it, would Sam take Sean Dyche to Burnley and to Bournemouth?
He is a good manager. Personally, myself, I wouldn't take Sean Dyche. Now I can and see what other prospects come up in the near future. Yeah, I wouldn't take Sean Dyche.
Yeah, I mean, Craig said he's a long ball merchant. He's not sure if he's not sure about him. By the way, look, they got Kiefer Moore up top, so he'd be perfect for a long ball game if Sean Dyche as well. But make you work hard, and I tell you what, he'll get you mid-table, no problems whatsoever. They got to Nicola again. Even Man City, we gave them a run for the money. We should have won that game. 3-1 up, and we should have held on to it. But you can't write City off, by the way. When Haaland got that goal, I did think he was going to win that game. Hey, lads, great panel. Have a good night and see ya. And you to Nick Gaz as well. Big up to you, my guy. Have a fantastic day. We shouldn't fear anyone, though, because Liverpool, Man City problems this season we have indeed. We should have beat Liverpool as well. They were not great whatsoever. Believe you and me. Right, we're going to go for the score predictions. Start with you, Tony. Bournemouth, Newcastle. Bournemouth, Newcastle, or Newcastle against Bournemouth at St James's Park. How would the game go?
As I said on Tuesday's prediction show, John, it's, do you know what? We've played so well at home. Well, we've played so well this season, full stop. I mean, badly done to Liverpool, if I'm honest. That game still hurts, to be fair, John. Even now. And I can't wait to get revenge on them in January. But with Bournemouth coming at the weekend, I know they had that 9-0 defeat against Liverpool. They then followed that up after getting rid of Parker. They had a 0-0 draw with Wolves. They were 2-0 down against Forest. I think shocking defending from Forest handed that victory to Bournemouth, if I'm honest. They were absolutely shocking in that defending. I mean, I don't even know what Scott McKenna was doing, passing the ball back like that. And, that's just gifting opposition teams goals. So, yeah, I mean, they've had some results there, but I can see us winning this game because we're at home, 52,000 behind us. Isak will definitely want to make amends against Palace after he tried to chip the goalkeeper when he should have just put left or right. We're going to have Almiron running at them. Hopefully Bruno's back, which I believe he probably will be. So I can't see anything else other than Newcastle win. And I'm going to stick to my prediction, what I said on Tuesday. And that's 5-0 to Newcastle, unfortunately, Sam.
Brilliant stuff. So Sam ain't going to be happy with that as well. Just before we go on Sam's birthday, big up to Nicola Robson. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. You'll be in the draw as well. And we'll be doing some more competitions along the way. So Nicola, thank you very much indeed for becoming a member. And Sam, give us your predictions and how you think the game will go.
I think it will be a tough game. I think Newcastle will start well. Could get the first goal. But I'd never predict Bournemouth to lose. So I would go for. I think we're going to come and give Eddie Howe a scare, and we'll win 2-1.
Okay, fight and talk, eh? Fight and talk. Bit of a Deontay Wilder going on in a minute.
But where the Tyson Fury.
Yeah, it's not going to Tyson Fury come out of here sort of thing. But I did say once upon a time when he fought the first time, I thought Wilder's going to knock him out. But that ended up in a draw. But hey ho. Before we go on to Brad as well, you love Jamal Law and the Swanson Stative. That's from Mason. 2-1 to Newcastle. Nicola, again, thank you for your kind membership. I appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. 2-1 Nicola. 3-1 for Michelle Cork. I'm confident in the win from Gareth. Big up to Lewis. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're okay. And Newcastle 3, Cherries 4. That's from Craig. And everyone's saying Lewis. 2 Newcastle. We did start winning games. That's the kind membership. Thank you very much indeed, Nicola. And use 5-0. Wow. 5-0 to super confident in the Harry to Omar. Hope you're okay. And new sub. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much indeed. Where are you from, mate? And just let us know where you're from. And you could be a Newcastle fan overseas. Speak up. 6-0 to the Toon. That's in 2 fan. I've been feeling Chris Wood a score. Oh man, he doesn't play, man. And it's Penguin, mate. Okay. Just go there just one more time. That's it is brilliant. We're gonna go to Brad as well. Big up to Brad. How do you think he's gonna go? Give us your scoreline, mate.
I'm gonna go for a 2-1 home victory for us. I think Bournemouth will do well against us. Probably shore up defensively, as that's something they'll be working on. Obviously, they've got an output in Solanke who could cause some problems, so I'll definitely get a goal. But based off the result against Palace and 0-0, I think we're going to be a bit more clinical in taking our chances. I think Isaac will get one. Mm-hmm. And I fancy either Almiron or Anderson to get a goal as well. And I think if Bruno starts the game, it gives us another level. So, if he just picks out that pass and something, and then we just need to finish a chance because we were quite wasteful against Palace. So I think we will create chances, maybe the same amount of level, if not more. So we've got to score at least a couple of goals on Saturday, I would think, and be quite disappointing if not.
Absolutely, Michel. So welcome Omar to my channel, mate, and hope we see you many times. And got to agree with you, lad, spot on. And cheers, Michel, big up. And brilliant. So there you go. I'm going to say Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 0. We are going to get back to NUFC, get back on track. Sorry, Sam, but I hope Bruno plays. If Bruno plays, that would be absolutely amazing. Will be a start. That's another kettle of fish. My opinion, ASM would be out. Probably a late call, but I think he'd probably be out. Check out for the press conference reaction show at the Marnies at around 7:15, and I'll be doing that one as well. So I'm going to wrap up there, but we've been over an hour, and we've got to say a big thank you for Sam for joining us. Sam, did you enjoy coming on, mate?
Yes, I did. Thanks very much for inviting me today. Nice to meet you all.
Brilliant stuff. Don't go away, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Brilliant. Don't move away. You got an announcement, Tony. Bring it on, mate, and got your message.
I have, yeah. I'll share it on screen as well, so people can have a look.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So
here it goes. I don't know if you can see it on screen yet.
Just go.
Is that up now, John?
Not yet. I'm just going to say cheers, guys. Take care to Jag. Thank you very much. I hope referees don't spoil the game again. I want to say cheers, Nicola. And so now he sounds a great guy. And there you go. We're going to bring it up now. And that is from Sefton Mag. Northwest Mags, I believe. Thank you very much if you're watching, my guy. And Northwest Mags, how weird it is. Tell us some more, please, Tony.
Yeah, so obviously Sefton, I'm on the WhatsApp group with Sefton and a lot of the Northwest Mags from Liverpool and Merseyside and Chester and all around that area. So Sefton came up with this idea of let's have a website for the Northwest Mags and ex-Mags all over the country. So he came up with this idea, fantastic idea. If you want to check it out, it's northwestmags.com. Nice, easy address. Put it in Google or just go straight to the website. It's a World Wide Web, and there's different things on there. You know, you've got a forum on there if you want to go onto that. Podcasts are on there, so as you can see, we're on there. John Sinclair, so you know, different podcasts on there. There's all sorts. There's team. There's gallery with pictures. If you wanted to add any pictures from any of the matches, you can always hit on the mail sign and send any pictures through, and Sefton will put them up on the website. You know, and you've got team. So yeah, everything's there that you want to see. Go and check it out. Have a good look around. It's only just gone live today. So today is the first day. It's making its debut on the website, on the web now. So yeah, check it out. If you want any more information on it, just DM me and I'll give you any information I can give you on it. But yeah, it's so easy there. If you want to send anything in, pictures, or you want to join in like on the forum or whatever, just having your say, then you know, go and have a look and see what you think. But I think it's a cracking website, and yeah, how are you, the lads and lasses?
Thank you very much indeed, Tony. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. And absolutely brilliant. No one, we just love you having on my channel because you know your stuff. And go on.
I just want to finally say, John, and you might all want to say, but happy birthday, Sefton. It's his birthday today, John. And
yes.
At the moment, he's out having drinks and dinner in Liverpool, but you know, he's got a lot of good presents today by the looks of it, and he's got a Toon t-shirt on as well. So obviously his Liverpool wife must have been very kind to him. So yeah, happy birthday, Seth. Hope you're having a great day, mate.
Thank you very much indeed, Tony. Seth, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a fantastic time with your wifey, and hope you have a fantastic time get sport as well. Go through this comes for you wrap up as well. John forgot to end the stream, and that were again last time. Not this time, I won't be made, and not this time. Great show, John and Team Bournemouth fans, and thank you very much indeed for your kind words. We let you score 3, like Eddie taught us, we'll score 4. Ain't gonna happen, Craig. That will not happen. And John, to do that, I'm going to read that as well. We'll get that as well, mate. And I'm not going to read the next one as well because it's in capitals and it's not the place as well. I do apologise. It's not going to be read out. And yeah, I agree with Thomas there as well. Thank you there. So, Brad, where can you find you on your socials, mate?
So you can find me on Twitter, BP_NUFC. Yep, so that's where you can find me to give me a follow if you want. Thank you very much, John.
No problem at all. Big up. And Tony, the last one for you.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter. So as you see there, TonyTooney31. Give me a follow and I'll follow you back. And you can also see me on Northwest Mags. My picture's on there as well. So go and check it out, northwestmags.com, and enjoy the website.
Brilliant website. Check it out. I'll be checking it out as well, mine, by the way. And Tony's even bigger. He's a bigger name than I am these days. Which I don't
You're in the Northwest, aren't you, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northwest.
You'll have to get on there and have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your printers out, get there as well. Get yourself there as well. It's John, Tony, Brad Guns, and James says, I'm not going to Saturday, unfortunately, so I've got to work. So I'll be doing the warm-up on Saturday at around 1:30. I'll be definitely doing the warm-up with Tony. And if any fans want to come and have their say, then please do so. That'd be amazing. And we've got Grace coming back on at 6:30 for the match reaction show. So that'd be fun and that'd be fantastic as well. Player ratings too. So, guys, thank you for coming on. I've already feed backstage. And, guys, if you like the video, like what you see, please hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button as well, wherever you are. If you like to super chat, then click on the $sign. And if you like to be a member, then thank you much indeed. Then please click on the $ Jag, and Nicola Robson. Thank you very much for becoming the latest member. I appreciate that. I should wrap up the show, and we're going to do the press conference reaction show tomorrow night. And thanks for watching. And it's going to be a goodbye for now, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Goodbye.